Brendan, get up here and do a better introduction of yourself than I could do, so
I'm going to be the first reporter to say this, that you'll ever hear this come out of the mouth of a reporter. We back law enforcement and we back the military in this country, active and retired. And thank you to everyone that has ever served here. So, a little bit about me. I used to work for Wink News here in Fort Myers. I quit because every single time I handed in a story, it would come back to me and it was exaggerated for whatever reason. I'm going to give you a little bit of inside information on how NBC especially, and Wink, and Fox, and News Press, and Naples Daily News, how they work. You know how they work? If it's not going to get clicks, it's not going to be a story. They do not care about you. They do not care about the happy stories. They don't care if it goes right or left. They just care about if it's controversial. Now here in the demographics in Southwest Florida, it's a Trump country. It really is. Because of that, the controversy always goes towards favoring the liberals. So when they're favoring the liberals in the media, they're going to get more clicks because people are going to be pissed off when they see the headline. That's how they work. So today, as many of you saw, that the officers did not get charged in the Breonna Taylor case in Kentucky. For 6 months, nearly 6 months, the media, Chris Cuomo specifically, and CNN, shoved it down our throats that Breonna Taylor was killed in her sleep, and those officers did not knock on the door. They just walked in because they wanted to kill a black woman. That was the narrative they painted. What did we find out today? They knocked on the door several times. Not only that, they announced themselves. Not only that, but Breonna Taylor was not asleep. She was awake. It's a tragedy what happened to her, and she should be alive today. But this is the misinformation that gets pushed in social media and our media that pulls on the emotional strings of everyone, and that's why you see these riots in Louisville and everywhere else across the country. And might I add, this is the first protest I've been to where I'm not getting physically confronted by someone because they're mad at me for just live streaming quietly. I was in Philadelphia last week, and I was at an anti-Trump protest / Black Lives Matter protest. I was quietly live streaming, you couldn't even tell who I was, and they came up to me and they said, they accused me of being a conservative right-winger, and then they tried to censor my thing. That is called Marxism. That is what's being pushed. And the media doesn't care. They are literally pushing. Where no one's saying Black Lives don't matter, we're saying the organization doesn't matter. And that is misinformation. That is misinformation. That is just another example of the long list of misinformation I have that they push. And that's what I do. Let's just show of hands. How many of you follow me already? How many? Good amount. If you're not, you gotta find me, Brendan Leslie. I talk the truth, and sorry, but the truth tends to lean towards the conservative way of life. And you know what? Here on the local level, don't ever blame the reporters. If you ever see the reporters out there, they're good people and I know who they are. They are unfortunately pawns of their bosses. Their bosses call the shots. Many of these reporters are just out of college. They're going to do what they're told. And their bosses know what will stir the pot. They know what the ratings will get ratings, and they're going to do exactly what their bosses told them. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone that came out here. Understand that the Constitution and the way of the American life, the democracy as we know it, is under attack. And leading that war is the media. Social media, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this from people I know, but I don't care. Social media and media as we know it today are the enemy of the people. They are the reason there is civil unrest in this country. I've seen it firsthand. I've gone to 4 different states, and I've gone to more than a dozen of these protests. You know what happens when the sun goes down and these rioters come out? The media goes home. No wonder why they can't cover it. No wonder why they're not showing you what's actually happening. No wonder why I have to put my life on the line to show you what's exactly happening. And they do not take well to anyone streaming their stuff. They don't want you to see it because of that very reason. And I'm not lying. I got all the videos and live streams up on my page. You can go see them. People call me racist for that. Here in Fort Myers, running for mayor, we have Jacqueline McMiller running for mayor. I did the simple investigation of finding a police report where she was arrested for child abuse allegations. It never went to court because the witnesses completely flip-flopped their story, but whatever. All I did was literally read the police report. NBC2 broke the story 2 years ago. She got arrested 2 years ago. NBC2 did the story. Guess what you can't find on their website anymore? That story. God bless America. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we've had more people honking supporting us than yelling at us. That's great. So 2 years ago, Jacqueline McMiller got arrested. They had the story up. I had the screenshot to prove it. The story's not there anymore. We are less than, what we got, 40 days into election? And you don't think it's newsworthy to say that this political candidate who preaches Black Lives Matter, who preaches, peace and be loving to each other, has child abuse allegations? Yeah. So that's the things we see on the local level right there. And it's ridiculous. So, if you're not following me already, be sure to give me a follow. I am going to continue. I don't care. I don't care if I get shot doing this. I'm going to keep doing it. I have lost, I can't tell you how many of my family, how much of my friends don't want to talk to me anymore. They just don't, because they don't understand what I'm doing. I'm a constitutionalist. I'm an American patriot first, reporter second. And it is my job to make sure that we start loving our country. We are the best nation this planet has ever seen. But if you go watch the media, if you go watch NBC2, you would never believe it.
That's right, that's right.
So that is my life mission and promise to you, and I'm going to continue fighting for America, and I'll do it until the last day, my last breath. I don't care. I don't care. I think I've hit the point where I can kind of just drop the mic before I just start rambling. So, everyone, Drew did a good job. I want to do it one more time. One more time, I want to do the freedom chant. So, make this the loudest one yet so we can show up Drew. Ready? So, on count of 3. 1, 2, 3, freedom! And listen, we are the silent majority. And we need to start being louder. Don't feel bad that people are going to attack you. It's amazing. It's amazing. Every time I put something challenging, I challenge someone's thought on the left, what do I get? I'm a racist, I'm a sexist, I'm a xenophobe, all this. I've never discriminated against anyone for the color of their skin or based on their gender in my life. But because I challenged the thought of Black Lives Matter organization being a Marxist organization, which they have it right on their website. They just so conveniently took down this week. Did you guys see that? Their website pushed Marxism, literally, word for word, from the Marxist Manifesto. What they do first in their About section is they pull on your emotional strings. Oh, we're all for equality, social equality, making this country a better place. It sounds good, and then you get about 3/4 of the way down, and then it's all about Marxists and taking down democracy. They took that website down this week. You know what happened a couple of weeks before that and what they probably caught whiff of? Don Lemon on CNN saying that the polls are going in Trump's favor because of these riots. Those are the questions that I ask and that the media never asks. And that's a problem. It's a problem that the right is always the devil and the left never is. And it happens on Fox, too. I have my problems with Fox as well. And that's what we're trying to fight, and that's where I'm officially going to drop the mic. If you haven't followed me yet, Brendan Leslie reporting on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you to everyone. God bless America, and God bless all of you. Drew, Alfie, and Aaron, you guys are all an inspiration of me and everyone out there. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your night, guys.